Yo, 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 Po Vermouth here. Got a little more tribes action coming at you here. So let's see. We got Doctors versus soon to join here S3. We are watching Burnyabad. I have absolutely not pre-screened this. So oh, that's unfortunate for old Snickers there. Alright, so why don't we just kind of speed this up. This is going to go pretty quick. The demo says that this is on roller coaster, which I am dying to see. So hopefully we can kind of get right to it and skip this bullshit ahead of time stuff. So while we all get motion sick and from all this fast movement here, it's funny with all this shit too. Okay, looks like S3 joining up now. It's funny with this stuff kind of leading up. You know, as I might have mentioned before, I always kind of get the impression like, yeah, you just join, go ahead and start up. Oh man, I'm seriously gonna throw up here. And then the game just starts or something, right? In reality, it was really a lot of this. There we go, finally, alright. Okay. But yeah, I mean, the sort of warming up on the server beforehand, getting your roots right, getting your leads right, you know, getting the feel for the game all set. So yeah, not as much just join and play, unfortunately. Oh, got a little rain in the server, very nice. Okie dokie. Why don't we just call these out while we got it here. So on S3 we got Coolio, Adele, whoever that is, Blue Nose, Sepultura, Death Havoc. They must have more players, but it looks like we got at least 2 folks from WSBN plus Rain, so who knows what the fuck that is. And Doctors might actually have it. Looks like maybe too many people. But on Doctors we got Jack the Ripper, Bezach, Felonious, Burnyabad, Snickers, Shade, Hattrick, Jupe, Mephisto, Dr. Cringe, Cirrus rather, and perhaps one more. Zod joining up here. Okie dokie. So let's see, a couple things here. The Doctors were a pretty competitive team in the day as far as competitive for the top spot. Burnyabad, who we're watching in this one, I could be completely wrong about this, but I feel like he played heavy on flag in the day. And I think, I have no idea how this is going to play out on this particular map because it's very common for shit to go to you know, the cluster type situation or whatever because the base is so easy to take out. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, Doctors, I think they may have had the #1 spot at maybe one point or another, but to my recollection, it was mostly kind of like a position sort of like 3 or 4 team on the ladder, sometimes 2. But I think there were always sort of, you know, say the S3, the 5150, the IE, whoever else, the PO, obviously. That was just like maybe slightly more together. Maybe it's all the like better luck on the maps or something. But you know, I feel like Doctors really sort of like struggled to get to that #1 spot despite being a pretty strong team. Some of these folks too on Doctors I ended up playing with a little bit later. I don't know if it was on PO or it might have been in like Tribes 2 actually, and Tribes 2 Classic of course because base was fucking terrible. But Snickers I played with, he was a heavy O, at least when he played with me, and we also played with Jupe a little bit. Jupe I believe was a kind of capper light O type thing, and I thought I saw maybe like 1 or 2 more players in their team, but I'll have to maybe see the rosters here again. A lot of kind of talk in chat here as we get warmed up. So I mean S3 looks like they added. Okay, let's see who we got here. Slow this right down. Farm has joined, as has Blue Nose, Deathball, and a couple more. It looks like there's just a ton of people in the server here. Might take a little bit of time, a little bit more time for them to get started up. But ping's not looking too special. Most of these in the sort of like low hundreds, I would say. My guess is this is like either a East Coast server or maybe even like a kind of a poorly routed Midwest server or Mideast server, a Mideast server, a sort of central time zone server. We should really change that. Like the central time zone is now called the Mideast. Okay. God damn, I'm trying to fucking get down to this map, huh? Okay, here's a good question. Like, who the fuck is Adele? Looks like he's a W, which who knows what that means. I think it's like a waiting to actually be on the team or something. But that name is not, I do not recollect it. For WSBN, by the way, was Kev I saw, and I think one more. I might need to see the score screen again. But obviously casting this matchup, my guess is probably this was most likely for like the number 2 spots. Yeah, they're calling out in what do you call it? In team chat, the little strategy here. Not too uncommon to do that kind of thing. Sometimes over kind of the team speak and so on, it might have been a little bit too hard to hear sort of fine details rather than like Capper coming in, that type of shit. So not uncommon to have that shit written down so you can just see it. At least too, there's sort of no excuse for not knowing it if you're typing it out in chat. But yeah, they're kind of talking about like who gets the inventory first, who's chasing, who's doing what. So we'll see. I'm kind of hoping Burnyabad ends up doing a little bit of a light D here. Heavy D in this map is kind of silly, if you ask me. But then again, he released the demo, so it must be good, right? It must be. Burnyabad, I think, in the day also did a little bit of casting. There we go. Match started. So, telling everybody to move out. Okay, repair pack. Oh, Jesus Christ, slow down. Yikes. There we go. So, yeah, we got Doctors versus S3 on Roller Coaster. Oh god, is this going to be one of these demos where he's constantly turning around? And I feel like this is at like regular speed too, isn't it? Oh man, I might have to turn this off. I'm like throwing up with the fucking elf gun too. I might have to turn this off. Okay. Taking out auto mag there, alright.
No problem.
I gotta say, man, so far this is a shit demo.
Our flag is ready.
Please join up to see Burnyabad repair himself.
Incoming enemy.
And get knocked off the flag and capped against. No offense, Burnyabad. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh here. Okay, makes a little stop. I feel like I might have actually left that at the pillar there. You know, a little harder to grab, limits the number of routes that can kind of come in. I really don't know how I feel about this whole repair pack situation. Uh-huh. So...
Return our flag to our base. Return our flag to our base.
I kind of, in a way, like, don't get S3 in this, right? So, like, I'm seeing some spam who is a Deathball or something. You know, taking out some stuff kind of finally, but like, where's the S3 team overall, right? Like, Roller Coaster, not a huge map. We should be seeing like a lot more players. I feel like I'm only seeing maybe Automag plus maybe Blue Nose, but I'm not even sure if I've seen Blue Nose yet. Deathball there, and that's it. But like, Doctors have like pretty much a full base, heavy on flag, which has not been taken out. Although, quite frankly, no offense, Burnyabad, not exactly posing too many difficulties. Burnyabad taunting the Blue Nose after taking him out. I feel like I've seen that type of action somewhere before, but where? I don't know. The elf gun. The elf gun. How do you guys feel about that, huh? Elf gun in Tribes 1. I don't know. Alright, Doctor's up 1-0. Man, I'm trying to just like figure this one, right? Like it feels like S3 is just nowhere. Like, you know, I don't see him anywhere minus running like some decent routes, I suppose. But they really need to be getting the flag. Here's why, right? So like skipping ahead. They need to be getting the flag off the stand a lot more, and here's why. Doing so, I think, will get doctors really out of position. It'll make it a lot easier for, say, some Light-O or even like a kid on the back hill or something spamming out the turrets just to get rid of them, right? I mean, it's not like the turrets are necessarily stopping the cappers, but it's they're making it kind of too easy on the doctor's defense here. Yeah, see, like this guy over here that's shooting down, like that's what they've got to be doing. And boom, flag away. Where's the light D? Barely chasing. Okay, good mortar. Taunting a little bit. Very nice. You know, but like that type of thing sort of like creates opportunities, right? It's not so much they're like killing the heavy on flag, but just being fucking annoying and being present on the other side of the field. If that hits, I'll be impressed.
Get the enemy flag.
Okay. Can a mortar jump up to the base here? Apparently so. All right.
Return our flag to our base.
See, that's the kind of problem though. Is like whoever is the you know, sort of Light-O, Heavy-O, whatever, responsible for taking out the base is on S3 is not doing a good job. No offense, S3.
Enemy generator destroyed.
Oh, dude, this turning around, right? Ugh, barf.
Return our flag to our base.
Nope. So Bluno's getting away with it here. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say like shit on him entirely for okay, finally like S3 doing a little work to get rid of the fucking turrets and stuff. So it's like clearly they're sort of getting away with it a little bit. But I feel like, I mean, what is it? It's been like half the map so far. Could hit. Yep. Not bad. I mean, not a bad mortar shot. And the dance. And the shit talking. See, but it's like it's been half the map. They're not really getting away with it too much. It's tied up right now. And Shade coming home. Dude, like this turning around is just driving me nuts, right? Like face a direction and have them call them out if they come the other direction. How about that? But yeah, so Doctor's up 2-1 right now. Have the flag. Might turn this next one into a cap, bringing it to 3-1. And yeah, and there we go, 3-1. And like, and where's S3, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe they have some magical offense that you know, prevents the other team from going naked or whatever. But you know, or maybe the defense that we're just kind of not seeing is being incredibly effective. But I feel like in a way, this type of thing, it falls off the base. That's unfortunate. I feel like this kind of thing is like, I can see S3 and S3 sort of mentality here. And here's like another. Okay, so S3 bringing it to 2-3 now. But you know, here's like a thing with all the sort of Tribes matches, especially ones that were when Tribes was not completely fleshed out yet, and you're still trying to figure out like how things are going to work and stuff, and shooting his teammate in the head, and how things are going to work. That is, you know, in each sort of map, you're trying to sort of figure out a good strategy, right? It's not just about like, okay, who's going to be the best dueler or the best person at you know, killing enemies and stuff. It was a lot of it really came down to who has the sort of superior strategy to get the win, right? And so occasionally you see the types of things like maybe S3 is doing, which, you know, their strategy, it sounds not that bad in theory. That is, you know, we'll send in like our really fast cappers, like Automag and Blue Nose, good cappers. And they'll just get the flag and bring it back. We really don't need that many guys to clear because they're so fast. And we'll just send a guy or two every now and again to, you know, take out the, I mean, see, like that type of thing, like coming in slow in the front like that, not even getting to the flag stand, like what the fuck?
Return our flag to our base.
I mean, Blue Nose honestly having not that much trouble getting it off the stands. Like, yeah, he's like eating a few mortars at distance, but you know, you can't really help that, and that's more a question of just how you know, how much kind of coverage your guys can provide. That's going to happen really, you know, regardless. So us, they're bringing up 3-3, but you know, kind of what I'm saying about the whole like strategic thing. I feel like S3 strategy on this, you know, despite having tied it up, and I'd really put that in the I put the credit for that at the S3's defense and Blue Nose being an excellent capper. Blue Nose with the flag again. TKing Dr. Felonious. That's a shame. But you know, I feel like S3 could have crushed Doctors on this map, right? With say better clearance and stuff. Like, what are they? It feels like S3 is playing maybe. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like they're playing fucking 4 offense, 6 defense, right? When they could really, in my opinion, be playing like 5 and 5 or even 6-0 4D. You know, like say 2 or 3 on the flag and 1 guy to sort of quasi keep the base up. Because it's not like, I mean, look at S3, right? It's not like you're seeing a whole bunch of like heavy streaming in nonstop, right? You barely are. It's just, you know, they're pretty much like going naked anyway. So why not just send more dudes and get the flag off the stand more? I don't know. I mean, it's always like yeah, I guess my point is like it's always kind of a question too, right? About what the best strategy is. You know, on this one, I think S3 really wanted to maybe leverage their skill with making grabs and stuff through their excellent cappers and keeping the flag home with their excellent light D. You know, and the thing is, like, are they gonna win? They're winning right now 4-3, perhaps soon to be 5-3 if Automat gets this cap, but. You know, it's a little bit of a question. I feel like this could have absolutely been kind of a blowout. Not that Doctors sucks, but I just don't see S3 really doing too much, and they're still getting caps regardless. So if they did, if they did more, maybe we'd see we'd see a little bit of a stronger showing here on S3's part. So a little bit of a standoff situation here. Dr. Bizach trying to make this this cap. Doctor's swarming all over it. Jack the Ripper calling for a return. Not happening yet. I don't know. Honestly, I've been giving the little repair pack Burnyabad's been holding. By the way, I don't think he's died the entire map, has he? I've been giving the repair pack kind of shit. I did like the fact that he was able to repair the station himself. That's nice. I mean, honestly, ultimately, maybe it's not such a bad idea on this map. Maybe I'm wrong. That, like, you know, because who really is going to be killing you so much on the stand? I mean, unless they sort of cluster a little bit. The fucking elf gun. I mean, am I wrong though? Right? I feel like we're not really seeing any fucking seeing any offense on S3's part. It's like 1 dude every fucking 10 minutes or something. It seems like. It seems like. So Burnyabad kind of transitioning a little bit into more of a sort of repair bitch position here. One I've done many times myself. Dr. Felonious says he's west of our base. And it looks like they'll stop fucking turning around. It looks like west is sort of on the flag stand side of this base. Repairing Jack the Ripper as Jack the Ripper repairs the base. That's teamwork. Calling for more returns here. Got about 30 seconds left. Doctor's looking to tie this one up, but that is not going to happen without a return in the next 20 seconds. That's 20 seconds at double speed, baby, so it's got to be quick. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say... I can't... Oh, taking out farm there. And there we go. GG's. Sort of a GG, I guess. Interesting demo. Interesting demo. You know, I didn't get motion 6, so I feel pretty happy about that myself. But, yeah, we see Burnyabad not dying for the entire map, making a few good mortar stops, 1 or 2 there. A little bit of an unorthodox sort of setup there with the repair pack, but I guess that works out. And an S3 with, despite not really sending too much offense, you know, still gets the win 4-3. So, you know, gotta hand it to him. You know, S3 very solid team. Doctor's very good team too. You know, making it a close game against S3 there. But a little bit of a strange one. I gotta say, a little bit of a strange one. You know, enjoy the teams. I think in the future, I think I'd like to see a few more demos of Doctors to get a really kind of good sense of the team. As I might have mentioned in previous ones, Poe, my team, never really played them so much. So maybe the next couple we can be checking them out. Talk to you guys next time.